Welcome. Let's look at some terms that we'll be using a whole lot in chemistry. Some quantities that we're going to be using in doing some calculations. Today we're going to be looking at mole and molar mass. When you hear the term mole, what does it mean? 1 mole of a substance is the amount containing as many elementary entities as the number of atoms in exactly 12 grams of carbon-12. In the previous classes, I told us that the reference point in using the mass spectrometer to measure the masses of elements and compounds is actually carbon-12, the carbon-12 isotope. Now, 1 mole of a substance is simply the amount of that very substance containing as many elementary entities. These elementary entities could be atoms, it could be ions, it could be molecules. So, 1 mole of a substance, whether it is element or compound, is the amount containing as many elementary entities as the number of atoms in exactly 12 grams of carbon-12. So what is the number of atoms in exactly 12 grams of carbon-12? The number of atoms is actually what we call Avogadro's number. So the number of atoms in 12 grams of carbon-12 is actually 6.02 times 10 to the power 23. So this is the number of atoms that is contained in 12 grams of carbon-12. So the amount containing as many entities, whether it's ions or atoms, as the number of atoms in exactly this, which is this, is actually what we call 1 mole of a substance. Now, the number of moles of a substance is actually equal to number of particles all over 6.02 times 10 to the power 23. So you come across in WAEC and JAM, what is the quantity for the Avogadro's number? You have to have it inside your head that it is 6.02 times 10 to the power 23. So if you are told to calculate the number of moles of a substance and you're given the number of particles, just know that it is actually the number of particles all over 6.02 times 10 to the power 23. Now let's look at the molar mass of any substance. What is molar mass? Molar mass is simply the mass of 1 mole. Mass of 1 mole of that substance expressed in gram. The unit is gram per mole. So for say oxygen is 32. That's oxygen molecule is 32 gram per mole. Sodium is 23. No, sodium is a single atomic. It has one atomicity of 1. Hydrogen ion is 1 gram per mole. Calcium oxide, which is CaO, is actually 56 gram per mole. 56 because this is 40 and this is 16. So the molar mass of calcium is 40 and that of oxygen, single oxygen, is 16. So you have 40 plus 16, 56. So very, very importantly, this one is for oxygen molecule, O2, which is 16 times 2 to give us 32 gram per mole. So very, very importantly, you need to know what molar mass is so that you can, when doing calculations, you can easily use it and what 1 mole is, and you need to take note of the Avogadro's number. Thank you.